Stay tuned for the biggest fish, the hottest bites, this week here on In-Depth Outdoors. With James Holst and Pat McSherry and the rest of the IDO fishing team. We're headed to the best fisheries across the upper Midwest and Canada. We'll fish longer, explore unfished bodies of water, and go further off the beaten path in search of the hottest bites in fresh water. This is In-Depth Outdoors.
Thanks for tuning into this week's episode of In-Depth Outdoors. I'm James Holst. Now this week, we're making a complete course correction over last week. If you remember, we were fishing in southern Wisconsin, heavily pressured area. We were out with PJ Vick chasing saugers. We fished in the rain, ice was falling apart. We had a great bite and a good time, but it definitely didn't feel like traditional ice fishing to me. So we're gonna fix that today. We're headed to Ontario. We're gonna have snow up to our knees, no pressure whatsoever. We're gonna be fishing with Chad Thompson out of Pasha Lake Cabins, and we're headed to Jellicoe, Ontario. Now, one of my favorite things about fishing shows like this one is I love snowmobiling into remote destinations. And that's what we get to do at the start of our day. We load up the Polaris snowmobiles, we've got the Otters full of gear, and we're gonna head down a groomed snowmobile trail that heads out onto Lake Onaman in search of midwinter walleyes here today on In-Depth Outdoors. All right, we're gonna get loading here, but this is a pretty cool situation. The access to Lake Onaman here is basically maintained all winter long by commercial fishermen. They're out there pulling nets for whitefish. We might get to see some fishing nets later today, but it's thanks to these guys that we're actually able to access the lake so easily. So, you ready to load up?
I'm ready to load
up. All right.
up.
What are the chances we can see some of the nets when they get pulled?
I think that's pretty good odds. He did say they're gonna lift today, so.
Awesome.
Pretty neat process.
Oh.
Well, James, I think this is the place to start.
I didn't think we were gonna get here. It's a slushy mess out there.
It is, a lot of slush in these lakes up here.
I suppose all the lakes to the east of Nipigon get a lot more of that lake effect snow, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Yep, Lake Nipigon doesn't button up until mid-January, plus you have Lake Superior, so when nobody else has snow, we got a ton of it.
2. How warm is it supposed to get today, Chad?
30, mid-30s is what I heard.
Oh, unheard of.
It's kind of weird because in the spring they'll be out deeper water. You know, we'll catch them out as deep as 25 feet of water, and then as the water warms up, they just keep sliding up shallower and shallower. We'll catch them in 5 to 7 feet of water for most of the summer, especially when the weeds start emerging.
Chad, flag. Dude, there it is. Yep, you can take it. Go for it. Ah! Got a Walter over there?
Nice fish! Come on, get vertical. Nice walleye. Woo, nice walleye.
Nice!
Walleye.
I love it when I can't get the second line set.
That's a good sign, sir. That's a nice one.
Ah!
18, 19 incher there.
Well, kind of what Onaman's known for is, you know, you can come up to Ontario and you can catch eating size fish like that just about anywhere and in good numbers. But Onaman's kind of known for being one of those lakes that really kicks out a great average size. Yep. Lots of 22s, 24s, 26s.
That's good fish, sir.
Heck yeah. Like I said, I didn't get second iFish Pro down.
Yeah, we just got here.
Just got here.
Hopefully that's a sign of things to come.
Hi fish. Bye fish. All right, I will get that one set. I'll come back over here and put a minnow on it, and hopefully we stay busy.
I'll just keep jigging right there.
I would imagine midday like this, you know, it's really hard to get an early start. You know, to be on a lake like this at sunrise, we'd have to leave at 3:30 in the morning. You got an hour drive to the lake, then you got an hour snowmobile ride after packing for half an hour. So yeah, this is gonna be a banker's hours bite, but I would imagine that as we get later into the afternoon, the fish will get more aggressive. We'll catch more fish on jigs.
Yep. Early
Like this, midday, particularly with the sun, those minnows are gonna keep us busy.
Yep. Agreed.
All right, cool.
Okay.
The first one's always kind of like that tense one, right?
Yep.
We just drove 10 hours, all the hiking and trails and all that kind of stuff. If you don't catch anything, that's kind of an epic fail, you know?
But you can also learn a lot.
You can learn a lot.
Catching, right?
That sounds like a good plan.
It does make you feel good inside to say that.
Well, you got to stay optimistic, I guess. Let's just catch the heck out of the fish and be done with it.
Got it. All right, Roger.
Good work.
StrikeMaster introduces the new Lithium 40 Volt. Everything you've ever wanted in an ice auger. With a 40% increase in cutting speed over the competition and up to 100 holes per charge, the Lithium 40 Volt has the power and stamina you need and a 2-amp rapid charger that can bring a fully discharged 40-volt battery pack to a full charge in as little as 2.5 hours. The new Lithium 40 Volt, only from StrikeMaster.
Otter, the leader in quality and innovation, is opening doors with the release of the all-new Crossover Series ice shelters. All crossover shelters convert from traditional front door entry to convenient side door entry and back again in seconds. Otter, the toughest, strongest, smartest, and now most versatile shelter on ice.
From the first time you pick up a tuned-up custom rod, you'll know you're holding something special. A rod not mass-produced, but built one at a time by the hands of gifted craftsmen. Rods like the Precision, ice fishing's most versatile multi-species rod, or the Precision Noodle with a tip so sensitive you'll never fish a spring bobber again. And the Commander, the rod that's never met a big fish it couldn't best. Tuned-up custom rods. Ice rods handcrafted for you and the way you fish.
This winter, set a trap for your next trophy with iFish Pro. Ideal for all species, iFish Pro is an innovative fishing system that allows an angler to use their favorite rod and reel instead of trying to manage the fish hand over hand.
There's a flag right there.
Complete your ice fishing arsenal with iFish Pro, tactical ice gear that puts the fight back into tip-up fishing.
Look at that.
Find iFish Pro online at ifishpro.com or at your favorite sporting goods retailer.
Make it happen.
I got it.
Did you get him?
Just like that. No. You got one on the flag?
Yes, I do.
Nice. You were just saying to jig it up a couple feet off the bottom, and you no more than said that. And this guy came in.
I was gonna come over and check out your fish there, bud, but I'm gonna just deal with this thing on the flag.
God, oh, he's already there. Oh, nice fish. Nice fish. All right, I'm gonna open my bail here. Give myself a little bit of working slack. Boy, this guy just inhaled it too. It's fun to see them when they come in. Absolutely inhale the lure. That's a sign of good things to come. Oh, right in the bottom of the jaw too. There we go. Boy, that's kind of a flurry here in the last couple of minutes for fishing. That's a good sign. That's a really good sign. So get that guy back, get hooked up again. Hopefully I can get another one, maybe a little bit bigger this time. Oh, got him. I got him. I just saw that come in on the screen. No more did it come in on the screen, and he just throttled it.
I got one.
Nicer fish too.
That doesn't happen every day. How's yours?
Big.
Well, I'm gonna get this thing fired back down because obviously a little school just went through.
What kind of line is that?
It's Advance, Suffix Advance.
Got
It's a mono with really reduced stretch.
We've been pretty hard on it with this rough ice.
Yeah.
No nicks in the line whatsoever.
It's Chad proof.
Chad proof.
Chad hollers. Oh, here's one. He hadn't hooked the fish yet. He just had it, saw it on his sonar. I was about ready to run over to help him, and my rod just went. There's a scrapper, nice eater. All right, see you later. It's one of the nice things about coming up here and going through all this just to get out on a lake to fish is obviously we've got really tough walleye conditions right now. Bluebird skies, bright sun, clean, clear water. We're fishing shallow, but the fish keep eating. One of the advantages of coming up to Ontario.
That was a double. That was a full out double right there.
We've got these crazy cloud formations that are rolling in from the west. And what we've noticed is, you know, if we get a period where the clouds really pile up and covers the sun for maybe 10, 15 minutes, the walleyes get active. I mean, it happens really quickly. And in the other direction, if the clouds are thin and we got a lot of sunlight, then we start to mark a lot of perch. If we're not marking perch, the walleyes are feeding, and if we're marking those perch, the walleyes just aren't active. And it seems like it's just tied directly to how much light we have that's being obscured or not by these heavy clouds that are coming in from the west right now. It's actually a pretty cool scenario. Right now we've got some heavy clouds coming in, losing some light. And if it stays like that for 5-10 minutes, that's when the walleyes bite.
Flag, 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 flag!
You got some wheels for an old guy. Let's get that bugger out. This is your fish, bud. It's going.
Gloves off.
What a swampy mess.
Oh yeah, he's still there.
Get him!
Got him!
Yes.
Got him.
You get a little excited when those flags pop. I like it. You're all in. How's it feel?
Hey, first one to the flag.
Yeah.
There he comes.
It's a nice one. Best fish of the day. Best fish of the day.
Stuck in the bottom of the hole. There's the
there he
head.
is. Whomp.
Nice.
And I don't see hook or nothing, so he might have really gulped it up.
He inhaled the thing.
Well done. This is so much more fun when it's not 30 below
nice
zero.
fish that is.
Onaman special.
Good, good, good.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to be on my horse to beat you to these flags.
yeah.
I can see that now.
Yep. I don't want you to cheat by fishing closer to these holes, these flags either.
It all works, man.
Come on. Oh, there he goes.
What's the biggest fish you've ever caught out of Onaman?
31 1/4.
31 1/4. How many of those are we gonna catch today?
Hopefully a dozen.
A dozen? Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna go get the minnows.
Perfect.
Nicely done.
Yep. We'll take it.
The Lithium Shuttle, only from Markham Technologies. Okuma Fishing Tackle offers a complete lineup of reels for the die-hard ice angler. The Okuma Samar 10 and Inspira 20 are a perfect match with your favorite panfish or walleye ice fishing rod. Both feature a long stem handle that fits comfortably in a gloved hand. Cyclonic flow rotor technology that throws water off the reel to minimize ice buildup. And a drag system optimized for use in extreme conditions. Everywhere, every day, every fish. Okuma Fishing Tackle is inspired fishing.
At Aluma, we make the longest-lasting, most dependable enclosed trailers on the road today. By building quality our competition just can't match. Our all-aluminum construction gives you a heavy-duty but lightweight trailer that can handle your tough hauls. Aluma trailers are engineered for ease of use with you in mind. All backed by our unbeatable 5-year warranty. Work or play, get there. With Aluma, we're in it for the long haul.
You know, the weather for us here today has turned out just perfect. We've got about a 72-hour weather window where 3 days in a row, basically like this. One day it's going to snow, 2 days are supposed to be sunny. but great temperatures. I have come up here with Chad before. I think the longest stretch was about 8 years ago. I was up here for 12 days in a row and the temperature never got above 25 below zero. So this is better. This is a lot better. And the fishing is much better this way as well, because you get those fish in kind of a funk when you get those extreme cold streaks of weather. Even fish in Ontario don't bite that good. So we've been wanting to get up here together to do this trip for a while, and we saw this weather window and we jumped on it.
Oh, there's a nice one. Oh, that's a nice fish. He doesn't want to come off the bottom. Oh, that's a nice fish, James.
Man, this ain't half bad, let me tell you.
Oh, look at that. Just that rod bend.
Heavy weight.
Yep, we like that. Come on, guy. I see his head.
Yes.
Oh, there he is.
Nice. That's a long one.
What's your famous word there? Super tanker?
Super tanker.
Look at that guy.
Nice. That is a beautiful Onaman.
That's what we came here
walleye.
for.
Yes.
Absolutely, that's what we came here
I
for.
think there's going to be a few.
Yep. Yeah, that's a nice fish. That is a
By
chunky.
far the biggest one of the day.
Yep. And
Can
you
I
just said that 5 minutes ago.
I like this. It keeps getting better and better. Let go. Oh yeah.
Slack there.
Got her.
Got it. Perfect.
Right in the roof of the mouth.
So tell me about these the spoons.
Those are Tingler spoons, and you're fishing an orange UV pattern.
Get this one back. I think we're on them officially.
We're Onaman.
On them, on them. And look at that.
9 foot of water. That was actually a sunny fish. I think we're starting to get towards deep enough in the afternoon. They're probably going to start coming up here in bulk to feed. God bless those commercial fishermen, because it would be a bear to get out here.
Yeah.
I mean, what they do is they stake a road out here, and then because they drive over it repeatedly, it knocks the snow down, and it gives us a way to get out here without having to drive 10 miles through slush.
Yeah, if we had to drive 10 miles through that, you'd have burnt up your belt for sure on your snowmobile.
Pretty nasty in some spots.
Yep. Get back at it.
That's good stuff, Chad. Oh, there he is. 3 times that fish come up and took a look at it. Feels like a decent fish. Whoa, there we go. Oh, good. Oh yeah, look at this. They're getting bigger. Look at that. That one come up 3 times, kind of false charged that spoon, and finally decided it had enough. All right. We may not have to switch around much today. That one was right in the beak. Still, that glow goldfish. Chad's rocking them over there on that orange UV. Really nice fish. All right, fire that one back. That's my biggest fish of the day. Chad's outclassed me a little bit, but I'm gonna come on strong here towards the end. Nice. You know, anytime we do these adventure trips like this, there's a lot of planning that goes into it. I gotta make sure the gear's all working just right to get back in here and get back off the lake. But there's just something about, coming and fishing someplace where you know that probably won't be anybody else that fishes this portion of the lake the rest of the winter. There's something about that I just love. Definitely off the beaten path, looking for those really good bites, and Lake Onaman has that to offer. Both summer and of course, as you can see here today, in the winter.
In-Depth Outdoors, Spot on the Spot ID.
On today's Spot on the Spot ID, we're going to be talking about fishing a saddle, why that is really good walleye structure, and how to go about fishing it effectively to stay on a walleye bite all day long. Now, the lake we fished, Lake Onaman, there really aren't any high detailed maps. So what we've done is I found a very similar piece of structure using my FishSmart app that uses Lake Master mapping data. And this is actually from Lake Vermilion, but I think it is a really good idea of emulating the very same type of scenario that Chad and I fished during our time up there on Onaman Lake. So that's what we have going on here. You can see high point here, comes up to about 6 feet. Over here, high point here, and the saddle in the middle. Probably got about 15 foot of water through this area. And what's really great about fishing a saddle that are often between 2 pieces of land, 2 islands, or 2 pieces of shoreline is it really funnels walleyes. And it gives them the habitat they need to stay in that area throughout the day as sunlight levels change. So early in the day, you'd be up shallow. middle of the day when the sun's high overhead, you're able to move out into the deeper water of the saddle and stay on fish. So what I want to do to really help carry this point is I'm going to turn on depth highlight here for 8 feet. That was the depth that we caught most of our fish at. So here what we've done is we've highlighted that depth range of 8 feet. So what Chad and I were doing when we first got to this area in the morning, we were working this 8-foot level along both pieces of structure. The fish were active, they were aggressive, but then as the sun got higher overhead, the fish retreated from the shallow areas and went down into the saddle. If you parked your fish house there, you'd catch fish midday and midday only. If you put your fish house up shallow, you'd get fish twice a day, early and late. So make sure you keep in mind the need to move with these fish as they move from shallow to deep and back again as light levels change. Do that, keep that in mind. You're going to stay very consistent out there on the ice.
Brandel GM in Aiken, Minnesota's only haggle-free Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer, is a proud sponsor of In-Depth Outdoors TV. Our Brandel value price ensures that you don't have to spend your entire day haggling to get a great deal. And every new vehicle comes with our exclusive gimmick-free lifetime powertrain warranty. Whether you're in need of service, sales, parts, or body shop repair, stop by our state-of-the-art facility in Aiken or visit us 24/7 at brandelgm.com.
Offering features not found on any other underwater viewing system, the Quest HD from Markham Technologies offers a vivid 7-inch widescreen display, Sony camera, and the ability to send video to a TV over HDMI in full 1080p. The Quest HD offers on-screen display of direction, temperature, and depth. This season, get your eyes below the ice and see what you've been missing on the big screen with a Quest HD underwater viewing system from Markham Technologies.
Not moving too much. Oh, still there, for sure. It just grabbed the minnow and just sat. Feels decent. Come here, you. Oh yeah, long fish. This one might have actually missed a meal or two. Some of these fish we've been catching are just so fat. All right, great hook placement. Bloop. Long fish, we're coming into prime time now. Who knows how it's gonna turn out. We've had a phenomenal day already. Feel great about everything. The snowmobile run in, phenomenal scenery, a good bite. Getting to spend time with a great buddy out here. It's been a wonderful day. So many quality fish here today. See ya. I need to go get a minnow. And they're way over there. So be it. Oh, there's the nice fish. There you go.
There's a fish. Yeah, he's a little beefy. Uh-oh. Oh, he's already at the bottom of the hole.
It's only 9 foot deep.
There it is. We got him.
Nice, Chad. Onaman rocks.
Look at that, James.
Heck yeah.
He might be a contender. And what's interesting is that sun.
They don't care anymore.
No, it's starting to get a little bit lower in the sky, but hopefully this is a sign of good things to come, or continue rather. There's another, what, 5-pound fish there?
I would imagine it's pretty close.
Get a little cold. I'm gonna get this guy back. Look at that. Hopefully it'll fit down the hole.
I think it will.
Bye-bye. Never gets old, James Holst.
The average size of the fish in this lake is just amazing.
Yep, this is what we wanted. We're getting it. Nope, there's one. Got him.
Good man.
Oh yeah, there we go. Well, he inhaled it though. Perfect for the frying pan, although this guy's a lucky day.
My guess is he doesn't feel real lucky right now.
We were just talking about how it's kind of slowed down, but we're getting into that prime time.
You know, even if they don't bite this afternoon right there at prime time, we still had a great day.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Never gets old, sir.
There he is. Boy, he didn't hit it very hard. Oh, feels like a decent fish. I went and switched things up a little bit. I put on a number 4. Oh, it's a nice walleye. Look at this. Come here, you. Oh, there we go. Put on a number 4 rip and wrap and the same color spoon that Chad's using. I just felt like I wasn't attracting as many fish as I should be. I mean, we're losing light fast, but I should still be contacting fish. Threw those rattles down there. It's kind of a long one. Threw those rattles down there. Second hole. Got one of my longer fish of the day. All right, let's get her unhooked. There might be a time left for one more yet, but if not, man, have we had a great day. Let go, let go. There we go. Those sharp, tiny little hooks, they get locked in good. All right, back she goes. See ya, goodbye. Man, there's that number 4 rip and wrap. Chad's kind of been on the color. I mean, I caught fish too, but that UV orange of his, that was the deal. I just added some rattles. So that brings us to the end of today's show, and let me tell you, anytime I get to do one of these remote lake snowmobile in trips, it's just good for my soul. Re-energizes me for the rest of the winter. Now, if this is the kind of trip that you're interested in doing, make sure you look up Chad Thompson at Pasha Lake Cabins. Give him a call. He specializes in this type of trip. He can put you on a great walleye bite, so do look him up. Before we go, just a couple announcements. As always, make sure you get registered for the In-Depth Outdoors Dream Trip giveaway. Go to our homepage, look for the Dream Trip giveaway icon, click on that and get yourself registered to fish and film a trip with In-Depth Outdoors. Now, one last thing before we go. Next week, Pat McSherry will be hosting the show here at In-Depth Outdoors. The show's in great hands. I have no idea where he's going to take you guys, but I'm sure it's going to be someplace fun. So we'll see everybody in 2 weeks. Thanks for watching. We'll see you out there on the ice.
For more info on the latest fish reports, gear recommendations, and hottest techniques, connect with us online at InDepthOutdoors.com or follow us on Facebook at In-Depth Outdoors. And if you enjoyed today's show, be sure to let our sponsors know.